Welcome to the Betsy Hernandez Show. Today I am interviewing the author of the famous book called The Strange Case of Origami Yoda, written by Tom Engelberger. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Tom, first I'd like to ask you to summarize the story of The Strange Case of Origami Yoda.
Well, there's a main character, Tommy, and in his school he wants that girls like him. So, and meanwhile, there's a kid named, an awkward big kid named Dwight. He goes to their school too. So he walks around with Origami Yoda on his finger. And Origami Yoda is a piece of origami that looks like a Yoda, but it's not just that. There's also, like Origami Yoda has powers, maybe. And then he might be able to tell the future, no one knows. So Tom, he wants to figure out if Origami Yoda's powers are real, so then he can ask if the girl likes him. So he interviews other kids, and he gets mostly thoughts that think that Origami Yoda's powers are real. So he gives it a shot, and it works. And the girl likes him, and Origami Yoda's powers are real.
So why did you want Tommy to ask Origami Yoda if the girl liked him?
Well, wouldn't every middle school boy want a girl to like him?
I guess so. So can you tell me what inspired you to write this, or to come up with this idea for the story?
Well, when I was a kid, I really liked Star Wars, and my favorite character was Yoda. So, and then when I got older, I wanted to be an author.
Mm-hmm.
So I combined them both, and I made the book.
Neat. You had described Dwight as an awkward person. Why did you want Dwight to be an awkward person?
Well, I thought if you had a weird, big, awkward kid, that you, and he's one of the stars of the book, it could be cool.
Mm-hmm. Finally, I would like to ask you a little bit more about the other two books that you've written, similar to The Strange Case of Origami Yoda. Can you tell me a little bit about those books?
Well, they're both, they're both related to Star Wars, and they're origami. So there's Darth Paper Strikes Back, and then there's a Chewbacca one.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and like Darth Paper Strikes Back,
Mm-hmm.
Dwight is not in there, but in the Chewbacca one, Dwight is there, because in the Darth Paper one, he's in a different school.
Well, very interesting. Well, I know our viewers will love to read The Strange Case of Origami Yoda, written by
Tom Engelberger.
Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye.